Let me ask you this question. Who are you spending your time with? In today's video, we're going to be talking about one of the biggest and most important aspects of building your most confident self and the life that really fulfills you. And that is choosing the right people to be in your social circle. Whether you realize it or not, your social circle is shaping a very large part of who you are and how you show up in your relationships, the way you think, the kind of women you attract. Too far often, we settle for whatever happens to be around without properly evaluating who should really be a part of our lives and who is really adding to the kind of growth and development that we really want to see in ourselves. So stick around and learn how you can decipher the right people for your social circle and how you can start to attract more people who are on your level into your life. Hi, I'm Olivia Chevalier. I'm a love and confidence coach and a trauma-informed breathwork facilitator. I specialize in helping men just like yourself to overcome their limiting beliefs, overthinking, and self-doubt so that you can step into your most confident, charismatic, and fulfilled self. I want to give you the tools that you need to master your love life, social life, and professional life so you can step into being the kind of man that you've always dreamed of being. Okay, without further ado, let's get back into the video. In my personal journey of overcoming social anxiety, a lack of self-confidence, deep depression, and a real feeling of disconnect in my life, this was one of the most pivotal decisions and realizations that I ever had. So let's get this straight. If you're the kind of man who has big goals for yourself in terms of your professional life, your love life, and your personal development, then spending time with a lot of people who sit around gossiping, playing it small, complaining, and settling for whatever is given to them in life, you're probably going to end up following suit and taking a leaf out of their book. Or at the very least, you're not going to get the kind of support and inspiration from them that you need to really step into your fullest potential. I coach a lot of men who are high performers and doing really well in their career, and even some of these men who seem to be playing it pretty big in their lives seem to struggle with making the right decisions in their personal lives. And even at that level, you might be surprised by how spending time with the wrong people could be holding you back from really reaching the fullest of your potential. And one of the biggest shifts that I can help them and you to make, being intentional about who you let into your world. Because when your circle evolves, you evolve. Okay, so let's talk about the problem. You are a reflection of the people that you're spending time with. Look, you could be the most disciplined guy in the room, but if your closest friends or your partner are people that are stuck, unmotivated, and negative, then their energy will bleed into you. And this can happen on a very subtle level. Before you know it, you start talking about things that don't really matter, things that are quite small-minded and quite insignificant for the big picture of your life and what's really important to you. You begin lowering your standards for your life, for your career, for the partners you choose, and how you spend your time bit by bit without realizing. And finally, you might find yourself staying in situations that don't really challenge you because it feels safe and easy. Or you might find yourself in situations that are compromising to you and are constantly sabotaging your greater goals. For example, if you're spending a lot of time with people who like to get really, really messed up on the weekends and it just writes you off because every time you go and spend time with them and you build that connection deeper, you're copying their behaviors and you're sabotaging your greater goals. If you have goals for fitness, for your business, for connecting with people, for getting deeper into your spiritual journey, and you're wasting a lot of time going out and getting drunk and partying super hard for like 3 days straight every week and then recovering for like 2 to 3 days, you're really getting into flow where these relationships are actually stopping you from stepping into the most authentic and confident version of yourself.
Now, it's not to say that there's anything wrong with going out and partying and having fun, but when you're spending time with people who do this in excess and nothing else, that's when it becomes a problem.
And if you're trying to attract a high-value woman that really steps into the standards that you are looking for to build real confidence or to grow your social or business life, and your circle does not reflect those goals, then you're constantly going to be putting yourself out of sync from your most authentic expression of what you want in your life. Okay, so let's go a little bit deeper. So the impact of this is that you're going to find yourself with a lot of missed opportunities and missed growth that you could be having. Here's what you might not be seeing. When your social circle is not aligned with where you are heading, you miss out on opportunities. Sometimes the really big opportunities. That one invite to an event where you could have met the high value woman of your dreams, gone. The honest feedback from a friend who actually wants to see you grow and succeed in your goals never happens. That connection that opens the door to your next big move to progress with your goals in life never even shows up. And if it does pass you by, you're not communicating or thinking on the level that allows you to take that opportunity in the way that you could have if you were surrounded by people who inspired you, motivated you, and gave you the tools to help you develop yourself in that direction. And the reason that all of this opportunity is being missed is because the environment of your life that you are creating is not built to support the man that you want to become. So you might be asking yourself, If this is such a big problem, what can I do about it to start making the change? What is the solution? The solution is to start consciously building a circle that fits with your vision for the kind of man that you want to be and the kind of life that you want to live. You don't need to have a massive group of friends. Sure, if it happens, that's great. If they all align with your values and you connect deeply and there's a lot of common things that you share that help you to be inspired and grow, there's nothing wrong with having a big group of friends. But what you really need to aim for, at least in the beginning, is just to have a few real friends. Men or women that you respect. People who challenge you. People who make you level up just by being around them. And of course, as a man, it's really important that you're cultivating some of these friendships with other men. There's something very special about the camaraderie that a man can feel with another man, especially if you're both in the same position, that you have a growth mindset and you're looking to overcome the limitations of your life. There's an inspiration that you can get when you're watching each other actually overcoming your own personal obstacles. And there's also that small element of healthy, playful, loving competition that can help you to also feel like you need to keep up in order to maintain your growth and stay in the same field as this person. Evaluating who these people are in your life, if there are any right now, it starts with a simple audit of asking the right questions that start to open you up to the possibilities of who's right for you and who's not right for you, who deserves to be a part of your inner circle and who deserves to be a part of your acquaintances who you have fun with occasionally, but you're not investing deep levels of energy and time to. So I want you to start asking yourself, when I'm around this person, does my energy feel elated and excited? Do I walk away from that situation feeling inspired? Or do I walk away from it feeling drained, heavy, and a little bit depleted? Next, ask yourself, does being around this person or people make you feel sharp and on the ball and inspired to start breaking new ideas and questioning things that you're doing that might not be the best for you? Or do they reiterate and deepen your own limiting beliefs and limiting views of the world that are actually sabotaging you from becoming the kind of man that you really want to become? Ask yourself, does this group or person align with the values that I want to live by? What are my values of how I want to carry myself in life, my principles, my code? And do these people live by the same values that I wish to live up to? Do they follow the kind of standards for themselves that I want to set for myself? And finally, ask yourself, do these people bring out the best of you? Do they allow you to feel like you can be the best version of yourself and that when you're around them, there is a never-ending source of untapped potential that you can connect to together? Are you supporting each other with each other's goals? Are you bringing out your most authentic self without fear of rejection or judgment, talking about your dreams and your goals and the things that you want to change with openness and trust that they're going to understand and have your back and support you? Or do you find that when you open up about the things that you want to change, you're met with resistance, with judgment, and with a desire to put you down and prevent you from really stepping into your goals because it seems too hard, or because it's impossible, or because many people want to do that and it's just not that easy? And if you find that a lot of the people in your life right now don't resonate with these questions, and you find that actually the answers are pointing you in the direction that they're probably not a good fit to be part of your inner circle, don't worry. This isn't about cutting people out of your life completely. It's just about managing the access that people get to your time and your energy and who you really want to listen to when it comes to taking advice and perspectives about how you want to live your life. It's really about learning how to put people where they belong. When you realize that somebody doesn't belong in that inner circle, that's okay. You can still meet up with them in a group, you can still enjoy casual hangouts, but it doesn't mean that you have to be spending time with them to the level that you probably have been, where it's actually beginning to sabotage your greater goals and growth. Take your time with this, because building the right social circle is about building something that is truly meaningful. So treat your time and your energy like it matters, because that is the only thing in this life that we are not able to get back once we have spent it. Okay, great. So now that you've started to notice what kind of people in your life already fit the bill and don't fit the bill, it's now time to start understanding how can you create the opportunities to attract the right kind of people to your life. The good news is when you start to make space for the wrong people in your life, you're creating an opening in your time and in your energetic space that you can allow new people to come in. Now, it's important that when those new people do come in, that you're choosing who gets to get an entry pass into your life very carefully, and that you're creating opportunities for the kind of people that you want to meet to actually enter your life. So if you want to start attracting high caliber people who match the values and standards that you yourself are wanting to step into, then it's important that you become a high caliber version of yourself as well. I'm not talking about faking it till you make it. I'm just talking about showing up differently and aligning more and more with the authentic expression of who you want to be. Be the guy who takes responsibility, communicates honestly, and has goals and a purpose that he is dedicated to, but stays grounded in the present moment whilst he works towards them. And don't just wait for people to show up. When you're someone who's waiting around for all the right things and the right people to come into your life, I promise you're going to be waiting for a very long time. The kind of people who really create their goals and make these shifts happen are people who are dedicated to being the driving force of that change and taking action steps that are going to help them to actually become the kind of man that they want to be, to attract the kind of people that they want to attract. Everything that you want to create in yourself, it's just about removing the barriers and the blocks that you've created that are stopping you from expressing that most authentic part of yourself and stepping into the goals and the values that you hold. So think about the kind of people that you want to attract, and depending on who you are, what your interests are, the areas that you want to grow, it's about putting yourself in the kind of places that those sorts of people would go to. Workshops, training events, fitness communities, co-working spaces, wherever it is that somebody that would align with you would probably spend their time. I want you to make some effort to start going there and putting yourself into those places, to creating opportunities that you can connect with those people when they cross your path. This is all about saying yes to more aligned environments and aligned lifestyle choices that your kind of person will be choosing as well. And say no to the kind of environments that are encouraging you to continue playing it small and self-sabotaging. The more you can invest your time and energy doing things and going to places and making choices that align with your most highest authentic values, the higher the chances are that you're going to start meeting other people who are doing the exact same thing. If you actually want to start attracting better women, building deeper, more meaningful friendships, and actually feel proud of the kind of man that you are becoming, you cannot do that alone. And you definitely can't do that if you're surrounding yourself with people who are not on the same path. The truth is, your circle is either pulling you forward or holding you back. So what do you want your life to look like 6 months from now, a year from now, 5 years from now? Start building relationships that match that version of you. And if you don't know where to start, this is what I coach men through every single day. You don't need more surface level advice. You need a strategy, and you need accountability and a process that you know is going to help you get these kinds of results, so you can start stepping into the more confident and fully expressed version of yourself. And that is something that I would be proud to guide you through. If this is something that really resonates with you and you're feeling truly ready to start taking that step, then do be sure to follow the link in the description below. This link will give you access to apply for a free call. This call is designed to help us to start unpacking what is blocking you right now, where you want to grow, and what your goals and vision are for yourself, and what the step-by-step process is that you need to take to start becoming and evolving into the kind of man that you've always wanted to be. And if you're not feeling like that's the right step for you right now, then stick around to this channel, give this video a thumbs up, and become a part of this community where I'm going to be giving you free value on all of these types of topics: communication, relationships, social skills, confidence, every single week, where you can start to grow and become the kind of man that you've always wanted to be. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.